Hi, my name's Jordan. I'm 20 and I'm from Liverpool and I'm gay. I wanted to record this video for everybody out there who might be watching it now as part of the It Gets Better project. This project actually helped me in terms with becoming my own sexuality, and so it's quite dear to my heart. I think I've known I was gay since I was about maybe 12, 13. Which some people might say is quite young, some people might say it's quite an old time to find out. But nevertheless, that was the time when I figured it out. Growing up, I was quite religious. My family was at church every Sunday type family. So again, growing up knowing that not that homosexuality isn't a sin, but the act of homosexuality is a sin. Growing up knowing that I could never have sex with the person I loved, or love rather. It's quite difficult. It's quite hard. So that was my first sort of big trouble. The whole religious aspect of coming to terms with my sexuality. The next thing was actually telling people. So what I actually did was test the waters a little bit, and I told my friends that I was bisexual in school, to see how they'd react. And yeah, it spread around like wildfire, of course, being a Catholic school. And yeah, I got slightly bullied for it. Nothing major, mind. Just a name call and a few threats. One or two physical things, but nothing. The worst things happen to see type thing. So yeah, so that was that. And then when I finally came to university and I saw this project, I sort of realised that when you're in school and college, it's quite very much it's very secluded and it's very insular. Everybody knows each other's business, and so it's much easier at university or out of that sort of environment when you're with new people, new friends, new ways of looking at things, that people become really okay with it because they're not the same old group who are brought up the exact same way as everybody else, if that makes sense. You're with new people with new beliefs, essentially. And so that for me made it easier to come out. I expected a huge song and dance about it, where in actual fact they were all just like, yeah, we know. And I was like, oh right, okay then. So tell my friends, yeah, that was that. I think tell my parents was the hardest part. To tell my mum, I felt like it would be shameful to tell her. So what I did was I wrote her a letter, and I left it on her bedside when she woke up in the morning. And then of course she obviously read it, came in, and I was expecting to be shouted at, to be kicked out, to be disowned. And actually she was really okay with it. She went, to be honest, I've known for years, tidy room. So it was quite okay. Tell my dad was a bit harder. He's very much a man's man. But again, he didn't take it too kindly, but now he's fine with it. He's completely fine with it. And so I think that when you're coming to terms with your sexuality, more when you're trying to tell people, don't tell people because you think they should know. Tell them because you want them to know, if that makes sense. It doesn't matter about them. This is all about you. This is your life. Everybody else doesn't matter. This is you. It's all about you. So as long as you are comfortable with who you are, then go for it. And being gay doesn't necessarily matter to what you do for nights out. So for example, I don't go on the gay scene. I don't like it. My preconceptions of it aren't great. So I'm an example of a gay guy who doesn't go in the gay scene yet. I still have a really good time. With those sort of things, and you can still meet people. Like when people, for example, the LGBT at most universities are bloody brilliant, and the work they do is fantastic. If I hadn't come out, I now wouldn't be in love, which is quite nice. I wouldn't have met quite a few people, and I wouldn't be content in myself. So I think it's important that when you're ready to admit it to yourself that you do, because as soon as you do, that is when you as a person can start to grow and flourish, and you will feel better in yourself for it. So that's all I wanted to say, and just to mention that it gets better. It really does. get better. And you know, hopefully, if you're watching this now, you might record the same sort of thing for somebody else in a couple of months, so it gets better.